Hey everyone, today I'm out at the Pipestone OHV area. It's got a mix of stuff like this, and there's some single track in here. Even though I live fairly close, I've only ridden out here a couple times. One thing that's really nice about this area though is it's rideable almost year round. We actually got snow last week, so a lot of the areas that are more popular aren't rideable right now. Even though a lot of snow has melted, they'll stay fairly muddy. And I thought we'd head up this way though and do a loop that has one of the only black diamond rated trails in the area. I'm on my Salsa Timberjack today. It's a hardtail mountain bike, 130 millimeters of travel up front, and I actually have it set up 27.5 plus, so it has some 2.8 inch wide tires on it. So I found that I hardly ride the 29er wheel set that came with this bike. The last time I rode it was actually for a 50-mile ride, and it was fine. But ever since I've put these 27.5 plus wheels on and left the chainstay in the longer position, so it's just not quite as aggressive, because it's pretty short once you shorten it, I've just found that the 27.5 plus is way more fun. There is a noticeable difference in rollover. So like this, I mean, that's a bad example, but something like that. Say you're going fast and there was an obstacle. I do notice this doesn't roll through it as quickly, but it's not like the end of the world. I think I'd prefer the wider tires to the increased rollover. It floats through stuff like this, the soft sandy stuff, and I just feel like the traction is so good. I've essentially decided that I just don't like the 29 by 2.6. You might as well have a 3-inch or ride something fast like a 2.4. Surprised how sandy it is and loose. It did snow, like I said, but I guess this is just, I mean, it's really sandy soil, and then it really has just been such a dry year. Up on that ridge over there, that's the Continental Divide. The water on that side flows into the Pacific Ocean. The water on this side, where I am, flows into the Atlantic Ocean. This is where I drop down and I get onto that trail. It's called Trail 20. It's very moto oriented, but the sections that I did ride were so fun. Man, this is fun. This is so different than a lot of the stuff around here that's pretty flowy and smooth. Brakes rubbing, and this is where guys on dirt bikes, oh, holy crap, they tear it up, and it is just not fun on a bike. Holy cow. Another reason I'd prefer the 27 plus over the 29ers is I found that on multi-use trails, when they are super torn up, they get loose, and it's so much nicer to have the plus tire to kind of bridge the gap between things, between the loose stuff. As these powerful engines come through here, they can tear it up a lot more than a guy on a mountain bike can with his legs. So the ultimate solution is 29 plus, but can't run that all the time. I'm gonna pick this route. I don't want to deal with the whoops. Still getting some. Got a bit loosey-goosey. Oh goodness. I don't even know how you'd like hit that as a double. It's like a quadruple. And this way. Okay, I think, yes. That's what I rode last time. Kind of thought that would happen. Right there, maybe a 29er would have pulled through. Would a 29er have been able to roll through that? Maybe. I know a 29 plus will, because the one time I did ride that, I was on 29 plus, and I didn't get hung up on that. Definitely going against the grain over here. Woo! Another reason I've been preferring the 27.5 plus is that I'm extra out of shape. And when you switch to a smaller wheel, one with a smaller diameter, and you keep the same gears, you effectively end up with a lower gear. Because you don't have as much to push around, so whew. A little bit of a chute. So I've found I can climb longer and steeper stuff when I'm out of shape, because it's like I have an even lower gear. That was actually a mistake I made with the Butte 50 this year. Was for like a while I rode 27.5 plus, and then I basically swapped over to the 29er wheel set like a few days before. And even though I was in better shape, I think I had gotten used to the smaller diameter and the slightly easier gears. If you've ever gone from a heavy wheel set to a like a nicer one that's lighter, you might feel the same effect. Some people will say they gained a gear. What they really mean is that it's not as hard to push around, so they don't need to be in the lowest gear. Maybe they can be in the second lowest. It does that with going to a 27.5 from a 29er, except it doesn't matter the weight difference. Look at that, extreme difficulty. So far, I'd say that's wrong. Oh, this is a mess. I have no idea where this is going. Let's go this way. Yeah, this is definitely double black. Mostly because, how crap do you navigate it? Whew. Ooh, is this a rock slab? This is all fine, fine. Oh, it's kind of cool formation. It's kind of slick. Probably come down into that little gap, and then down that little ledge next to the tree. That's a tight little squeeze right there. I'm just gonna say really quick, stuff like that, it's not that hard, but it's a commitment thing, and when you're by yourself, it can be absolutely terrifying. No one's there to cheer you on, to peer pressure you, or you know, in case you fall, to actually be like, uh-oh, we need some help. So I might do it one more time. Whew. You just gotta commit. Yeah. Oh man, that feels good. A little fast section in here. Oh, didn't want to go in there. Bad line. The end of Trail 20. No, derailleur. It's not worth it to ride through it if I lose my derailleur. Woo! Man, this has been a fun ride. I'm glad I made it out this way. Look at that view. Beautiful. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little ride. Wanted to get out, ride something a little bit different, and talk a little bit about why I've been liking these 27.5 Plus tires so much, especially compared to the 29ers. I will say I like it better in the long mode than the short mode. I have a whole video on that where I compare 29er in long mode versus 27.5 Plus in the short mode. And there is more of a difference than you think. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.